Hello everyone, this is Terry. I want to give you today a simple exercise you can do to get rid of bad neighbors. I was just doing my eclipse astrology sale and there was this recurring theme of people having conflicts with neighbors. A lot of third house, that's always in your third house. And I had a friend give me this exercise several years ago when I had just the worst neighbor of my life. She had such toxic energy. I don't even want to go into telling you all the things that were so frustrating about this neighborhood or this neighbor, but I just really wanted her to go away. She owned her house though, and I really didn't see her selling or moving. I didn't see that at all happening, but my friend said you have to do this exercise and you will get rid of her. And so I gave it a whirl. It is so simple. This is not witchcraft. I don't know what it is. It's magical mind Jedi powers. That's what I like to think of it. You'll just need 2 freezer bags, a piece of paper, and a pen. How simple is this? And well, you'll take the piece of paper and you will write simply that person's name. Even there was these other neighbors. I have now used this technique. I feel like I've almost overused it, but I also had some other neighbors on another side of my house that were driving me crazy, and I didn't even know their names. And I got rid of them without even knowing their name. So if you don't know your neighbor's name, you can still use this. But ideally, Mary, I don't actually have a neighbor named Mary, so I'm just throwing that out for fun. Or just at least a description for the universe. Out. I freeze you out. You are gone. Write it on a piece of paper. I think I got massage oil on this, but anyways, not necessary step. And then you put the piece of paper into the freezer bag. And next, you want to do that. I'm just doing this really simple, but you pour the water in and you seal it up, and you just look this simply saying, I freeze you out. You are gone. You can do this. I believe you can do this for ex-boyfriends or friends that you don't want to be friends with, or maybe it's a coworker. We think it is, because here is an example. The first time I did this, it was a miracle because it was less than a week from the time this froze in my freezer. My neighbor was putting a for sale sign on her house. What? I couldn't believe it. I was like, really? They're selling their house? And just like that, she was gone. She got an offer. I live in a really hot area. She got an offer and was gone within the month. And I never thought this woman was going to leave my life. Freezer bag. And then I did it for some other neighbors, and amazingly, they just disappeared. But sometimes our neighbors can make our life miserable, right? So this is an amazing technique. I'd love to know in the comments if it works for you, because I know it will work for you. And like I said, my friend told me this technique, and I thought, I don't think that's gonna work, but what can it hurt, right? What can it hurt? It's like 5 minutes of your time. Write it on a piece of paper, their name, or even just neighbor freeze you out, you are gone, and put it in your freezer and let me know if you have success like I had success, because it is pretty amazing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.